You look at the location, it's out in the middle of the Pacific, a tropical paradise almost. The guests that come here, they've been dreaming of coming to surfing Cloudbreak or restaurants, and a lot of the people, they're getting the best waves of their life, or they're surfing a place that they've only dreamed of surfing. This week we've had probably some of the best Cloudbreak you could get. I'm Peter Jolly Wilson. I'm a surf photographer and travel around the world photographing the ASP World Tour and the free surfing that goes on. My first experience with Cloudbreak goes all the way back to about 1990, and that was my first experience with Namotu too. It was just a little sand island really, with one tree and a little bit of foliage and a grass hut. Nobody lived here, and this whole resort wasn't here.
The Fijian people are probably the nicest people that I've ever met. But they've got the biggest smiles, As soon as you start talking to them, they're the most wonderful people. Their nature's so caring, and the girls will just look after you. If you're nice to them, they'll be so nice to you.
Because it is such a small group here on the island, you get to know people really well. It doesn't feel like it's hard to get away from people because there aren't very many people here. I feel like we've done a good job of kind of going off and doing our own little thing and then coming back to the group.
We also, whenever we want, we can just go down to the Longa Bar and grab some stand-up paddles and go for a paddle, grab a kayak, go for a kayak, and just be by ourselves.
I've been relaxing and getting massages and laying by the pool. When you're on the island during the day when most of the guys are out surfing, it's like having your own personal staff. They're always coming to make sure you're okay, you don't need anything, and it's pretty awesome.
I've done some snorkeling around here, and it's just amazing. You see the coral and these fish, the colour of the fish. Went right around, it was just fish everywhere you go, it's just fish. People come from everywhere to our little island here. Just walk out the front, throw the flippers on, the snorkel, straight out. My name's Miles. I'm here for a surfing trip, surfing Cloudbreak and restaurants, and come all the way from Sydney for a week for paradise.
This week we've had restaurants a very good user-friendly size. It moves around a little bit, and it's really tide dependent, and I guess it doesn't get as much wave activity as say Cloudbreak, so the reef is alive and very, very sharp. But restaurants can be this barrel that runs forever too. I've seen people just disappear in the barrel, and you think they're never going to come out, and all of a sudden they'll just pop out. You don't even know where they've been. They're that far back. I've snorkeled on most of the reefs, and every one of the reefs, the Cloudbreak, restaurants, swimming pools, Namotu lefts, Wilkes, they're all different reefs. So it's interesting, I guess, the direction of the swell and where they face and the amount of water going back and forward over it. So it just depends how I guess the water and the coral grow.